I should be so ugly.
I am obliged to be so ugly. You made me
Ugly.
you made me ugly.
Will you please be my son?
If I'm pleased to be your son.
When I was a boy, my father was everything I wanted to be. I wanted to see the world through his eyes. Because he was the strongest, the smartest, the most powerful thing I knew. He was the mountain of all mountains. As I got older, all of that changed. I wanted to live my own life and began to resent him for not seeing me as I saw myself. I wanted to earn his respect, and that meant aiming as high as possible, the summit of the world. Everest became my dream, and I traveled the globe in search of it. And my father, he traveled it with me. Somehow, if I could reach the summit of Mount Everest, then I could finally stand up to him. Okay, I'm 21 years old, and I make movies, capture moments. And this one is about my greatest challenge. It's about my father, Bruno. That's why we're here, to climb the highest mountain in North America, as preparation for our trip to Mount Everest. We're not professional climbers, and that's why I think I can face him here and capture what joins us together. We have 3 weeks to reach the summit. There are 3 guides and 8 climbers. But everyone here in their own way does their share. Everyone is equal.
Bruno, can you comment on your drink?
Well, the comment I can make on my drink, or that drink is made by Dogo Pack.
Cheers.
Do I have to say that in English?
Nice, non-pretentious, lively little brandy.
Excellent au nez, in English, good shot.
What's the drinking age in Canada? 21?
No, it's in my family it's 25, but since it was 18 thing. But my family is 25.
This is going to hit them pretty hard.
House before they start drinking. You want them to be out of your house before they start drinking?
That's
Nah,
it's 21.
I'm a tough boy. I can take this. No problem.
Well, no. Not that big. I use them for ice climbing because they're kind of stiff. I like how stiff they are. And most of my crampons.
Good morning, Mr. Jason. How are you this morning? Good? That's the long one. All right, good luck, guys.
I'm alone. No one can climb this mountain for me. My father. Why is he here? To show me that he can do it too? What drives him up the mountain? What drives me? I am taken by the sheer beauty of it, the majestic. He's over twice my age. What does he see that pushes him forward?
Hey, baby.
So, we get there?
I'll bring you up there a few times. Maybe 4 or 5.
Time goes by slowly. One day melts into the next. I spend every one of them looking down at my feet, and I can't ignore the symbol anymore. The rope. The line of time below my feet that I must keep up with. Not too fast, not too slow, just keep up with it. And in front of me, pulling the rope, is my father. I am stuck in the past, endlessly trying to catch up to him. Is it as difficult for him as it is for me? I need to ignore the pain. My cold feet, my fingers. One step, then the other. I can pass him. Should I pass him?
What happened, Walker?
Opa! Bill, do we have to keep the food in our bag?
No, I want you to take all that group gear and put it in a pile over here.
All right.
Unless you want to keep an extra bag so you can carry more weight.
No, I like to carry weight.
No, Bruno, that's stupid.
Yeah?
That's such a bad idea.
You should cash here.
Do I carry extra stuff up?
No, but you're in shape.
So are you. And you'll be in better shape if you leave extra stuff down here. Save your strength.
Okay, leave it.
Conservation of energy.
No, you don't need to make it harder than it needs to be. I mean,
Yeah, but
it's
that's
plenty
too
hard.
easy.
You think my dad will make it?
Yep.
Honestly?
Yep.
Why?
Because he's done great up till now. He's going strong. There's no reason to think he's not going to continue to go strong.
Currently, at 15-3.
seems like we've been climbing really fast. But in fact, we've been too slow. We only have 3 weeks to reach the summit. After that, it gets too warm on the mountain, so the risk of crevasses and avalanches becomes too great. The air is getting thinner every day. It seems a lot more difficult for my father at this altitude. He looks vulnerable to me, not as strong as I usually see him.
250 meters.
Yeah, bro.
3 hours if we leave now. All the way to the top, boy.
Come on, brother, let's go.
Yes, sir, let's go. Let's get there.
"4 days in high altitude. It's a world of slow motion. Your short-term memories affected. You might reach to pick up something and forget what you were reaching for. I'm trying to breathe slow, full, voluntary breaths. Wait for the weather to change, for the mountain to let us up. The mountain is at peace and it's now or never. As sick as my father seemed, I can't imagine him giving up. If we leave now, we'll reach the summit by nightfall.
What's wrong, Bruno?
Are you sure, Bruno? Maybe you'll warm up.
What?
Are you sure? Maybe you'll warm up and get in a rhythm.
We're gonna try more stuff.
It's always hard in the beginning. You want to go a little further? Okay, he'll go a little further.
This could be your only shot at the summit.
He quit. For the first time, I saw my father quit. Indestructible father. Immortal strength. How could the mountain beat you and spare me? Alone, walking on, I feel older with every step. And the closer I am to the summit, the further it seems. But I can't give up. I have to prove myself to him. The day lasted forever. But finally, I reached it. The highest point in North America. I wish you could see me, Dad. I wish you could see what I can see. My future is laid out across the horizon. I can almost see Everest. I am here, now. This is the present moment. I'd like to say that this was the end of the story. That I reached the summit, and that my coming of age was conveniently complete. But as soon as we returned to Montreal, the reality of the situation hit. My grandfather, my father's father, was dead. It made my experience more factual. Like my grandfather felt our evolution from a distance and consequently let go. Bruno's failure to reach McKinley's summit and returning to find his father dead was really difficult for him. I think that now, he also needed to prove something. Maybe to me, probably to himself. A great shift began in both our lives. A realignment. Everest became his goal as much as mine. And aiming so high meant that we were going to have to dig even deeper inside ourselves. I hoped that the death of my grandfather would bring Bruno and I together. But instead, it brought us closer to our own mortality. Aconcagua was our final training ground. Personal test. If we can reach the summit, always the summit, then perhaps we can make it on Everest. Everything is so dry here, so empty of life. I want to reach out to him, tell him how much I sympathize with his losing his father. But the truth is, I don't know what it's like. I'm afraid to think about it. Everything here reminds me of death.
Look at the moon. Bad water's coming.
To see the mountain change is to see myself grow. Deep into the moment, I got lost. Lost a trail, lost my footsteps. The weather's moving in, and I can't find my way home. It's almost as though I forgot that there was someone other than myself up here. Anyone other than myself at all. A want to head back to camp, but everything is different than it was before. I wish I was still a child, back when he could protect me from everything. He's so young, and I already imagine him gone, just like Grandpa. Dad, you're still here with me, but I miss you already.
Qu'est-ce que tu comptais, là? Que je comptais quoi? Non, je me disais que lorsqu'on est sur la montagne, on se demande pourquoi est-ce qu'on fait ça.
Je pense que c'est parce que quand on revient à la maison, on se rappelle pas vraiment, tu sais, de ce qu'on a fait, des difficultés.
C'est difficile.
C'est pour ça, chaque fois qu'on raconte l'histoire, tu sais, des fois on en met tout ça, mais même quand on y pense, on dirait que c'est un personnage qui l'a fait, c'est pas nous autres.
C'est ça. Quand on redescend, là, on oublie les difficultés, puis on est content de l'exploit, c'est tout.
Exhausted, higher up in altitude than I've ever been, and I can't sleep. My whole body is numb. Whenever I fall asleep, I forget to breathe and I wake up in a panic. I have to keep on moving, I have to keep on going. The last day pushing to the summit of South America, I realized how badly I wanted to share this one with my father. I remembered McKinley, seeing my future so wide and full of possibilities. Now, only steps away from the summit, and nothing could have prepared me for what I was about to find. This man, this stranger, he died just as he reached the summit. How much is my father risking for me? The summit. It's not worth dying for. I was so proud of my father for reaching the summit of Aconcagua, but it put back into question my reasons for going to Everest.
see you chose a book. I think. Oh,
That's it. The final step of our journey. I can barely remember how it all began. How I found myself at the edge of the highest mountain in the world. When I was a boy, my father was everything I wanted to be. He was the mountain of all mountains, the highest thing I could aim for. I've become such a different person from him. And I must ask myself, am I proud of who I've become? Can I stand up to him now? What I know for sure is that I should try.
Nepalese?
Nepali,
Or Tibet?
oui,
Nepal?
Sherpa.
Sherpa.
Sherpa?
Sherpa. You know
Yeah.
Sherpa? Sherpa.
Sherpa is not Tibet, not Nepal.
Yeah.
It's in between.
Oh, it's in between.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mix. We speak mix. Sherpa is speak mix.
Oh.
Tibetan and Sherpa together.
Oh, Tibetan and Sherpa.
Yeah.
Okay, not Nepal.
No. The expedition?
Summit.
Summit. Good luck for you.
Thank you.
Summit success.
Hopefully.
Success. Everybody is hunting.
This is gonna take us 2 months. Now, how far will my pride take me? As far up as my father, that's for sure.
Mais moi, j'essaie vraiment d'enlever l'ego de l'équation. Le plus possible. C'est impossible en réalité. Parce que l'ego est toujours là.
Est-ce que tu sais ce que je me dis, moi, Jason?
Quoi?
Peu importe ce qui est là, I don't care. I want to get up there. Est-ce que c'est du mystique? Est-ce que c'est de l'ego? Est-ce que c'est
Tu te fous de ta propre raison.
Je me fous de la raison, mais peu importe les raisons, c'est que je veux atteindre le but, c'est tout. Même s'il faut que je le marche à 4 pattes.
Before climbing, the Sherpas pay respect to the mountain. We are at our mercy. It's good to realize it.
Maintenant, il reste à le faire.
C'est ça.
Good luck. Up, jalan kami kan. Oh, no.
And a safe return.
3 to the summit.
The summit.
I know that up here, you have to ignore your fears. You have to trust in yourself, trust in your potential, and focus strictly on the goal. Back home, it all seemed too difficult, too crazy, too scary. But once you're actually here, it's surprising what you can do.
Oh boy.
D'une façon aussi, il faut le regarder comme si c'est juste une autre montagne, tu sais.
Ouais, c'est vrai.
C'est juste plein de montagnes en une.
C'est ça. Il nous reste 8000 pieds encore à faire.
Il nous reste 8000 pieds.
Hein?
Il nous reste 8000 pieds.
Ben ouais, on est à 21 ici. 129.
McKinley, c'est où, comment?
20 000. Ça te donne une idée. Oh boy. On est chanceux à date, on n'est pas malade.
On est seul pas malade.
Ouais.
I can't help but question his integrity. Why is he doing this, if not to show his strength? To let the world know that he can do it? It's not necessary. I know how strong he is, how much he can do.
19,270. Woohoo!
And the worst thing is that the more I look at him, the more I see myself. My ego, my pride. I see it in my mannerisms and the things I say. Climbing Mount Everest. Would I be doing it if it wasn't the highest mountain? What am I trying to prove?
T'arrives pas de manquer de souffle, toi?
Bah, des fois. Je bouge en slow motion.
What if I don't make it and he does? That's the reason why I cannot turn back. As high as he goes, I have to go. And if possible, I must surpass him.
So how's it going for you?
Feels very good. Just sleeping at 2, but that's pretty normal, you know.
For everybody here. 125 on 80, which is perfectly fine.
Okay.
And how's my dad? It's pretty high, actually. I don't know.
So what's the consensus on that?
Well, you're gonna. I guess Scott and your dad and Willie are all gonna kind of sit down and talk and just see what the decision is, but it's fairly high.
I shoot for it where I stopped and I came with a private group.
I don't want you going up. But as far as concerned right now, you are a time bomb. Because not only physically, you're so hard in your head, and you don't have that much experience to know how hard you can push it. You push your hair to the limit. Okay? And the limit, it can be quite dangerous right now. So I just talked to...
You really think so?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you continue pushing. You know, you collapse, you stand up again, you move again. And you think, well, yes, this is normal, this is part of the business. It's not really, you know. Not only you put yourself in danger, you put everybody else in danger. Yeah. Something happened, Bruno, and we had to bring you down fast. And that is putting in danger the life of Sherpas and everybody else, including your son. Yeah. So I had to, I know it's almost pretty close.
All right, thank you.
No.
Thank you very much. Personnellement, si j'aurais pas pris tous ces tests-là,
T'aurais continué.
J'aurais continué. Je m'aurais poussé au maximum. Mais compte tenu que tout le monde, tous les médecins disent que... Non.
C'est comme...
de ne pas aller plus loin, qu'il y a un risque élevé. Je ne vais pas plus loin, puis je vais me réessayer.
He chose to live and left the weight of the mountain on my shoulders.
So what's the plan? Are we going to see you or what?
Well, I'm not planning to die. I want to know how emotional to get.
Don't get that emotional.
Hey, thank you very much. I'll be here next year. Hopefully, all you guys will be here. Thank you and good luck. Yeah.
Right, sorry.
Bonne chance. Okay. Be careful.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Thank you.
25.
Yeah.
You're a man now.
Quarter of a century.
You can have my fortune.
Yeah, almost.
But I won't give it to you.
Heavy.
Okay. How's the weather?
Bye, pa.
Hey, c'est gentil à quoi, fait le sommet, hein?
Ben oui.
Make the summit for me. If you are not here, then why am I doing this? So many mountains behind us. So many moments. I started seeing that you were a greater part of me than just a father. You're an inspiration. Like, your experience and mine are one. That any step that I might make beyond this point is a step that you are making. It's strange being here without you now. I feel like I'm climbing without a foundation, without a base below me. You are that. As little as I may like it sometimes, you are the ground I walk upon. There's so much I still want to say to you. So many things I want to ask.
Ready when you are.
Sir, home sweet home.
Not too much, huh?
Huh?
Too much.
Maybe we stop when we finish.
Sure.
We stop when we're tired.
Yeah.
I think we will make it.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock at night, and in about 10 minutes we'll start walking towards the summit. This is the only chance we'll get. Let's see. Presently at Camp 4. I'll be walking with Mingma, whom we've met. And I know that many people have made it this far and walked further and not made it all the way up, you know. I plan to keep one foot in front of the other and truly exercise patience throughout this upcoming long and cold night. Wish me luck.
One night to go. One day to return. So many steps, and in the dark, you can't see where you're going. You can't see how far the summit is. And my feet got so cold, I started wondering about frostbite and whether I was willing to lose toes. I don't think I've ever been so alone as I was that night. And at some point, it got so unbearable that I finally sat down. And like my father before me, I actually quit. I could feel him in every part of my being. I could hear him telling me, "Don't give up, son. Take one step at a time." If he hadn't pushed me, if he hadn't pushed himself, I would not be sitting here now. It was an incredible moment because I knew as soon as I started walking again that I was going to make it. I knew I could make the steps. And it wasn't a great, glorious moment as I might have imagined. How simple. How, with many little steps, you could go so far.